I'm here.
Use permit with exceptions by Lisa Blahnik to operate a dog grooming home occupation located at 1332 Logan Avenue. Anyone wishing to be heard on this subject? Anyone wishing to be heard? Just state your name and address.
I am Willie Reynolds. I am her husband. I'm the landowner for the property. Just wasn't sure if there's any more requirements as far as anything we've given, but just kind of going over that. We have a fenced property. I do IT professionally, and I cleaned up all the wiring down there, so there's no obstacles or anything, and it's a small portion of the property. We have commercial dog bath and table that would be needed, and she's a fully certified groomer as far as things like that go. She has a degree.
Sounds good. We'll probably come back to you when we come back to it, but thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to be heard on that topic? Last call. Motion to close the hearing. It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing. All in favor, state aye. Chair votes aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Number 6, public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Little Rainbows, Inc. to operate an in-home child care center with up to 12 children located at 2406 North 28th Street. Anyone wishing to be heard on this topic? Sure. Thank you very much. Just state your name and address.
My name is Elise Wiegert, and I reside at 2406 North 28th Street
Thank you.
in Sheboygan. We have owned that property for 10 years. We have operated daycare centers in Sheboygan for 31. This is a new legislative movement that was passed in the summer of 2025 because all communities, not just ours, are suffering from lack of enough daycares to provide. Thanks. And this legislation was passed last year for the sake of both group and family daycare centers to increase the amount of enrollments available. Today, Little Rainbows has a waiting list, a long one like most do, but we're actually booked in the infant category to the year 2029. We have enrollments for children that have not even been conceived yet, of which people have paid registration fees. So their idea is to increase these numbers, but it has a lot of caveats. For family daycares to increase to 12, there has got to be a lot of conditions that have to be met. One of them is to have 2 qualified full-time providers, which we happen to have. We also have to have the square footage, which was just approved from the DCF about 10 days ago. They came and saw that we have more than ample. We added another classroom that would actually accommodate 10 more, and we're not going to do that. Okay, so each classroom will take 6 children with a ratio of 1 to 6. And right now, the ratios for family daycare is 1 provider to 8 children. So we are still operating below the qualifications. In addition to being qualified that way, you also have to be compliant with all this DCF regulations for which is the DCF 250 for family and DCF 251 for group. This is very comprehensive, it's very involved, and we get inspected all the time from the federal food program as well as from the Wisconsin Department of Children and Families unannounced visits. In the last 18 years, our daycare center is the only one in the entire state that has had absolutely no non-compliance inspections from both the federal food program and from the Wisconsin Department of Children and Families. Currently, since we've moved to the 53083 zip code, we are the only daycare group, family, or day camps that have a 5-star rating. We are nationally recognized, both providers nationally as 5-star, and for the state Young Star quality rating, our center is 5-star. So we actually have 3 5-star ratings, which is very, very unusual. So I'm proposing that we should be allowed to do this. I don't think any other family daycare in the entire county will be allowed to do this but us, so we've been told. And we need it. We absolutely need it. And I hope that you will approve this. My husband is the other 5-star provider. He used to run his own daycare center on Logan Street, right next to them, pretty much. And I did too at one time. But during COVID, we decided that we needed to sell that property on Logan Avenue and join forces because of the seriousness and the emergency situation that we had. So after COVID, he was supposed to go get his own daycare again, but we liked working together so well, we did it anyway. So this came along and we thought, my goodness, I'm so glad that we decided to stay together so that we can take part in this new initiative. So that's pretty much a little bit about ourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard on that topic? Last call. All in favor of closing the hearing? I'm sorry, motion to close the hearing. It's been moved and seconded. It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carries. Number 7, public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Watershed Cove LLC to operate Iris Wine Bar located at 1125 North 8th Street. Anyone wishing to be heard on that topic? Anyone wishing to be heard? Last call. Anyone wishing to be heard? Motion to close? It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing. All in favor state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carried. Number 8, public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Lee Vang to operate a cafe located at 2719 Calumet Drive. Anyone wishing to be heard on this topic? Anyone wishing to be heard? Last call. Motion to close. It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing. All in favor state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carried. Number 9, public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by PSCO Kiefer, Inc. to install a monument sign located at 1012 South 22nd Street. Anyone wishing to be heard on that topic? Anyone wishing to be heard? Last call. Anyone wishing to be heard? Motion, please. It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing. All in favor state aye. Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carries. Finally, number 10, public hearing regarding General Ordinance 32627 by Alderpersons Decker and Kelly, creating Article 48-VI pedestrian malls. Anyone wishing to be heard? Anyone wishing to be heard? Last call. Anyone wishing to be heard? I'll entertain a motion. It's been moved and seconded to close the hearing. All in favor state aye. Chair votes aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on, item number 11, items for discussion and possible action. Application for conditional use permit by Lisa Blonick to operate a dog grooming home occupation located at 1332 Logan Avenue. Thank you. Elise?
The applicant has a pet bathing tub, grooming table, and all equipment needed set up in the basement of their home to operate this pet grooming home occupation.
Great. We've heard from you already. Anything else you'd like to add? No? Okay. Not a problem. Any questions from the Plan Commission members on the end? No?
Thank you. Just a question for the applicant. Since this is a home-based business and there's often concerns about noise and things like that associated with dogs and grooming and things like that, have you had a chance to speak with the neighbors in the area or anything like that to make sure if they were able to let you know any concerns or anything like that that they've had?
Oh, can you come to the mic for us so we can, yeah, it's easier to hear.
So unfortunately, one of our neighbors actually just passed away 2 weeks ago. And we haven't talked to the other one. They're not home all too often when we have a chance, but they have 3 dogs that are always outside. And I think they've actually had complaints towards them because they had to put on one of the dogs got loose a few times and they were barking a lot, so they had to get like a shock collar and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up here because I know nobody spoke from the public, but I know that's one of those things they might come up to your business and ask some questions, and if they have any questions about what noise might be like, can you speak to any? You said it's in the basement. I can't imagine that a lot of noise gets out from that area. Can you speak to any mitigating things you're doing to prevent noise or anything like that in the area?
So in general, as far as the structure goes, it's a cinder block basement, and with where it is located, it's towards the backyard, so there's less a chance for exposure towards anything towards the street. It's also going to be just singular dog at a time, so it's not going to be like a lot of dogs barking and things like that. I know her general intent is to have a one-on-one experience.
Great.
To make it as calm as possible for the dog, so less likely for loud noises and barking.
Great. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderperson. Any further questions from commission members? If not, I'll entertain a motion. It's been moved and seconded to approve as presented. Under discussion. When do you hope to begin or open? A little while? Okay. Sorry, I have that dad hearing, so I got you. No worries. Sounds good. Okay, with the motion on the floor, all in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carries. Good luck to you. Number 12, application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Little Rainbows to operate an in-home child care center with up to 12 children at 2406 North 28. Elise.
The applicant has operated family child care centers in the city for over 31 years. The proposed start date for implementation is August 1st of 2026.
Anything further you'd like to add? I think we've had a good overview. Anything else you'd like to add? I don't think so. Okay. Any questions from Plan Commission members? If not, I'll entertain a motion. It's been motioned and seconded to approve. Under discussion? No further discussion. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye, opposed. Motion carries. Good luck. Application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Watershed Cove LLC to operate Iris Wine Bar located at 1125 North A Street. Joe will be abstaining on this one. Elise.
Iris will function as a wine bar that also serves mocktails. In partnership with Sheboygan's Word Haven Bookstore, books will be sold as well.
Okay. Are the applicants here? Oh, can you come to the podium, please? Thank you very much. And your name?
My name is Rebecca Clark.
Okay, Rebecca, is there anything else you'd like to add about the wine bar, what you're hoping to achieve and when you plan to open?
Yeah, so we're really excited. We are a partnership with our 4 partners who have known each other for 30 years, who have residence here in Sheboygan. We have been working with our neighbors a lot, so we've got great connection with Word Haven and with Paradigm and with Mr. Peabody next door and his pizza shop, who are all very excited to support our coming to the neighborhood. Our hope to open is sometime in September. So we're working towards all of the licensing on the liquor side of it as well. We have a restaurant or a bar manager who will be leading our opening, who has opened other bars. And so he has been in contact with the liquor licensing process, and everything's kind of moving. So we're hopeful that this will pass today and excited to be part of the community here.
Great. Any questions from commission? Alderperson?
No, sorry, I had a previous comment about the daycare coming in, but no, also happy to have you in my district. It's going to be great.
Great. Any other
Jerry?
questions? Yes. Mayor?
This is the mayor. Just a comment. We're excited for this coming downtown. I've met with many of the operators on this, so we're looking forward to adding a little more vitality to the downtown and uptown area.
Thank you, Mayor. Do you have any proposed hours?
We do have a set of proposed hours. I don't know them off the top of my head, but mostly evenings. We're not looking for a lot of daytime overlap.
Okay, and is there any retail sale of full bottles or just by the glass?
Yes, there will be retail sale of full bottles.
Okay, great.
I
Any
have
other?
a question.
Kim?
Yes, will you be open 5 days a week, 6 days a week? What are you anticipating that way?
We are anticipating 6 days a week at this point, including Sundays if possible, because there is a dearth of things open on Sundays in Sheboygan. And so that is our hope for 6 days a week,
So the one day you would be closed?
probably Mondays.
Yeah, it's just the Sheboygan thing. I
Yeah,
know.
I know.
I'm not going.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion. It's been moved and seconded to approve. Under discussion? No further discussion. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Chair votes aye opposed and abstaining. Joe? Thank you. Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Alderperson, sorry we missed you on that one. Application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Lee Vang to operate a cafe located at 2719 Calumet Drive. Elise?
The building is currently vacant. The services and products to be provided include breads, drinks, such as coffee and matcha, sandwiches, and desserts.
Great. Is the applicant here? Oh, do you have anything you'd like to add? No? She said, no, I don't think so. Okay. Any questions by the commission members? Joe?
One comment, same I usually have for similar projects where it's a change of use coming in, to be aware that zoning is one set of requirements, but you'll be required to meet all the building code requirements as well. So to be sure to be meeting with the building inspection department to make sure all of those are understood ahead of time.
Oh, can you come to the mic just so we can hear you on the recording? Thank you so much.
Yeah, right now we are working with the architect, so we're just waiting for this to be approved. And then once this is approved, they will be working with the architect. And then once he get everything in the print, and then it will send it through to get like the inspection to see if everything will be what is that?
Just approved, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Great. Anything else, Joe?
Nope, that was it. Thank you.
Any other questions from commission members? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve. Under discussion? If there is no discussion, all in favor state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye opposed. Motion carries. Good luck, ladies. 15, application for conditional use permit with exceptions by PSCO Kiefer, Inc. to install a monument sign located at 1012 South 22nd Street. Elise.
The applicant is requesting an exception from the maximum sign height. The allowed height is 8 feet high, and the applicant is requesting a sign height of 16 feet.
Great. Is the applicant here? Oh, come on up, please. Thank you.
Hi there.
If you could just state your name and you can go right into it.
Yeah, I am Kyle Crossett. I am representing Saco Polymers, who is seeking the conditional use permit. I'm with PSCO Kiefer, the sign company, and essentially we are seeking a conditional use permit to allow a monument sign to be taller than 8 feet up to 16 feet. The property does allow for a pylon sign, which could be up to 30 feet. And it's really just a difference between, or I guess what we're seeking is a balance between aesthetics and exposure. we feel the height of 16 feet gives us better exposure to New Jersey Avenue, which is a little ways away, but also the aesthetics of this monument just looks so much better than a pylon. If you imagine a pylon, it's like a big lollipop, right? You have this stick, and then you have the big section on top, right? But the monument, essentially the definition of the monument is that the whole bottom of that sign has to be meeting the ground. And so we're just looking to be allowed to have the whole bottom of our sign meet the ground, but then go up to 16 feet. And so that gives us the exposure without going as tall as 30 feet. And so really, we just feel like that's a happy medium and still gives us the look that we're trying to obtain.
Okay. Any questions from commission members?
I do.
Kim?
Yes, thank you. Thinking about this, this doesn't bother me the way it sounds, but I don't want this to somehow conflict with other people, other businesses who are trying to put up big signs that we don't necessarily want lining our streets. Will this lead us toward any trouble if we allow this height increase with what we know they would like to put up more signs on South Calumet?
I don't think so. Go ahead, Elise.
So each sign is going to be viewed individually, and if there's a sign that comes forward to Plan Commission for approval for the height, we have the ability to look at every sign, look at if it's going to impact any pedestrian or vehicle traffic or cause any issues that way. So each one is going to be looked at individually. Just because this one's approved doesn't mean anyone in the future has to be approved.
Thank you.
Joe?
Yeah, I share that concern that we don't want to be setting a precedent when it comes to signs. In this instance, the location of the sign and where it is in relation to everything else seems to work well. I did talk to an adjacent business owner who had no concerns with this sign. So I feel, since we're not hearing from anyone else in the neighborhood, that in this instance, I would be supporting this sign.
Great. Any further questions for the applicant? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
It's been moved and seconded to approve as presented. Under discussion? There's no further discussion. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Opposed? Must have lost the mayor. Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Finally,
Still shown as a participating.
he must have his mute button on. General Ordinance number 3-26-27 by Alderperson Close, creating Article 48-6, pedestrian malls, referred to City Planning Commission. Elise?
I'm going to pass this over to Travis. I think he's online.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Go ahead, Travis.
Yes, so this is just creating an article, a definition for a pedestrian mall. This is in relation to what is commonly known as the Uptown Parklet. Technically, by ordinance, what the Uptown Parklet is not truly a parklet by ordinance. So this allows definition and gives detailed location for the pedestrian mall, i.e. what is now known as the Uptown Parklet. Is pretty much just clarifying. So it does not restrict. There was some conflicts with the current ordinance. This would remove that by definition.
Any questions from commission members?
No.
If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve as presented. Under discussion? No further discussion. All in favor of the motion state aye.
Aye.
Welcome back. Chair votes aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Our tentative date for our next meeting is July 14th, 2026 at 4 p.m. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. We stand adjourned. Thank you, everyone.